No, I don't follow any sort of thing like that. Like, I've probably tried that a handful of times, and it didn't feel good for me. So I eat all day long. I don't know, blood sugar, this, that, the other thing. I don't know. I found what works for me. I eat probably 5 times a day. I have snacks. I try to aim for 20 grams of protein at least at every one of those intervals. And that's what I do. I think all this stuff is it's so individualized, and it also depends on your level of discomfort and how much it's affecting your quality of life. So I was told by my OB that I have a hypermobile urethra and I would never do anything without leaking without a sling surgery, which I declined. And I chose movement, conservative treatment. I used Uresta for a long time with running. I don't use it that much anymore, but I occasionally will when I feel like hormonal fluctuations, which I've touched on in the past, that a lot of people recognize these changes that become cyclically with menstruation. So needless to say, as someone who's experienced that one too, everything's individual. I just always remind you that like surgery is not a be all end all cure all, because sometimes if we don't address some of the pressure control issues, there are failure rates with those that come along with it. I can't figure out how to link it, so it'll be the next one. Let's learn to 360 diaphragm breathe. Connecting anatomy to an image can be helpful, like this children's toy. As it expands, so should your ribcage, abdomen, and back expand in all directions on an inhale. On exhale, everything should gently start with breathing. The counterintuitive thing to a lot of it is that you create tension in response to like the leaking or whatever you're struggling with the coughing. And then we regulate more tension in the pelvic floor. So your opposite inclination to breathe and lengthen into that pelvic floor, one, to get to a better resting tension overall. And then number 2, you can practice the knack, which is creating a pelvic floor contraction before the cough, because if you do have a predisposition to it, you can offset that by activating those muscles first before you cough. It can be practiced, it can be done so that it becomes more automatic, and I'll share an older post on that topic specifically after this. You leak when you cough. Coughing can create a large amount of pressure dispersed down at the pelvic floor. Try this. Activate a pelvic floor contraction to lift from the bottom up and then cough. Or if you're sick and lying down, put a pillow between your knees, squeeze the pillow, and lift the All right, last one I think I have time for, and then I gotta go get the kids in the pickup line. But so see the previous video about diaphragm breathing, but the difference between diaphragm breathing and belly breathing is diaphragm breathing comes from the ribs and expands in all directions, like I show in that video. Belly breathing is when you just breathe with the abdominal wall going in and out. And so yes, with diaphragm breathing, you will get abdominal wall movement this way, but it's not just purely the belly coming in and out.